All right, my friends, I'm going to show you how $50,000 of Social Security is worth 7% more than $50,000 of IRA distributions. You ready? Tax stuff is fun. All right, so we're going to do three things. We have $50,000 of income. We're going to have $50,000 solely from Social Security, $50,000 solely from IRA, and $25,000 from each IRA and Social Security. And we're going to say we live in California because that's the largest state. Lots of subscribers here from the great state of California, which I will never step into again, but there you go. So we have $50,000 of income, of which IRA is it, Social Security is it, or half and half. You ready? So what I did is I went to my trusty old calculator on heritagewealthplanning.com, and you can go to the tax tools. Go to heritagewealthplanning.com. You'll click on the far right. It'll say tax tools. You'll go by state tax calculator from smartasset.com. It's freaking awesome. I love that calculator. Is it to the penny right? I don't know. Probably not, but it's pretty doggone close. I'm a big fan. If you want to dive into this deeper, just go to TurboTax, actually. TurboTax, you can run your own numbers and see. But anyway, so I'm just going to smartasset.com. So $50,000 from Social Security, tax due equals, anyone want to guess? Nothing. No tax due. All right, and the reason for that, again, just for the 20th time, you take $50,000, which is your total income, but in this case, you divide by half because it's Social Security. $25,000 will go into your provisional income. You take that $25,000, add it to any other income that you have. In this case, we have none. And if you're married, filing jointly, or if you're single, it doesn't. In this case, it doesn't matter because 0 to 25 if you're single, none of your Social Security benefits taxed. 0 to 32 if you're married, filing jointly, none of your Social Security benefits taxed, or subject to taxable income. So in this case, there's no tax. You pay nothing for Social Security. All right. So in this account here, we got $25,000 Social Security. 25 each. All right. So here we have taxes. Total tax due is $327 to the feds, and $160 to the state of California. So whatever that is, $487. So we're going to pay less than 1% in taxes. Tax due. All right. This is the big one here. You ready? Let's do this in green because this will show you how much the feds get and the state gets from you. And we did married filing jointly here, actually, by the way. So this is married filing jointly couple. If you're single, it's only going to be more. It's going to be significantly worse. All right. So in this case, we got what was it? 2674 to the feds and 646 to the state of California. And we add all those two up. We got 1, 11, 12, 12, 13, 1, 3, and that's 10. So that's $3,320. Divide 3,320 by 50, and that's 6.6%. 3,320 divided by 50 equals 6.6 something percent, something like that. That's how much less you have a spending power in California because your income is coming from an IRA. And again, if I may, the reason for that is if you're $50,000, you take out your standard deduction and you have $26,000 of taxable income. Roughly the first $20,000 of that is taxed at 10%. The next, what is that, $6,000 is taxed at 12, give or take. California does tax heavy, it's not a huge amount. It's $646 on $50,000. I mean, everyone's like California, but all the other stuff you got to deal with, that's for sure. But still, in this case, we know you're still going to pay $646 to California. So $50,000 of income from California and the feds, if you live in California and you have income from the IRA from the feds in California, will cost you 6.5% less. You'll net 6.5% less than you would if you had it all from Social Security. Ideally, you have a little bit of IRA, a little bit of Social Security here as well. Frankly, ideally, what you have here is $50,000 from Social Security and $25,000 from an IRA. I'll just do a real quick calculation, see what that would do for us. Now, I don't know what the California would be. I'm just curious. $20,000 from, we're going to do 50 from Social Security, $25,000 from an IRA, and just get an idea. So you have 50 Social Security, 25 IRA. All right, so what we do is we got to get our provisional income. So we take half of that, so that's be 25 For Social Security, 25 IRA. It's gonna be $50,000. We'll say we're married just for simplicity. 50,000 bucks there. 0 to 32 is nothing. 44 to 32. 32 is 50%, and then 50 minus 44 is 0.85. So in this case, that's going to be $6,000. I'll explain what I'm doing here in just a second. Now I got to get my trusty calculator because we got, what's that, 6,000 above 44? Yeah, 6,000 above 44. 6 times 0.85, 5100. All right, so our taxable Social Security in this regard would be $11,100. All right, that's our taxable. So, okay, see that? Taxable Social Security is $11,100. Let's get rid of this $50,000 here. So what we do is we add our taxable Social Security to this IRA amount that we have, because the IRA is fully taxable, $25,000 plus $11,100. And we have $36,100 of taxes minus $24,000. We'll just say for standard deduction. And our tax bracket, or our taxable income is $12,100. So $12,100 is going to be about $1,200 tax. That's what it'll be, $1,200. So you're going to pay $1,200 tax to the feds. Literally have no clue how much of that to California. Probably a couple $100, but still. So $75,000 of income. If Social Security represents the bulk of that, you're paying $1,200. We'll just say $1,500 in tax. Not too shabby. Let's do the same thing. Just while I'm on this little tangent here, we'll say a $50,000 from IRA and $25,000 from Social Security. This will be interesting. Oh man, that arm is still, jeez. 25 SS, 50 IRA. All right. So now, pretty good handwriting, right? Some guy is saying, having a hard time reading this, so let me try and make it a little bit nicer. 25 Social, 50 IRA. So same thing applies here. It's going to be 12,500 plus 50. So here we got 62,500 is our provisional income. How much of that will be, remember, provisional income, we're just finding out how much of that is subject to taxation. So it takes 62,500. Again, we're married, filing jointly. We know the first 32 is not subject to anything. That leaves us 30,500. The next 12,000 is subject to 50% of the next 12,000. We'll put that down here. That leaves us 18,500 times 0.85%, and that will give us a taxable. Let's see, 18,500 times 0.85%, 15,725, plus that $6,000 there, right? Yeah, 44. Yeah, 6,000. So plus $6,000. That's 21,725 is taxable Social Security, but we only have 25,000 of Social Security. The max you can pay, maximal taxable income from Social Security is 85%. So the max it can be is 25,000 times 0.85. In this case, it's 21,250. So this 21,725 is too much because that's more than 85%. So we know 21,250 would be the maximum that we can is subject to taxes, 21,250. So now what we do is we take our $50,000 IRA, 21,250 is our Social Security subject to tax plus 50,000 IRA, and that's 71,250 is our AGI. Subtract to 24,000. Again, we're just assuming 24,000 standard deduction. What does that leave us? 250, 150 here. Yeah, 4. I'm drawing a blank off the top of my head. 5, 4, right? 7, 5, 1, 5, 0. Let me get my calculator. Can't do it on the fly there, my friends. Why am I drawing a blank there? Is that 44,000, right? It should be. 71,250 minus 24,000 should be 44,000. Yeah, 47. What am I doing? 47,250. All right, that was weird. 47,250 is our taxable income. First 20,000 at 10%, and And then the next was at 27,250 at 12%. So that's $2,000 here in taxes, plus 27,250 times 0.12. That's 3,270. That's gonna be 5,270, whatever the California tax is. So you see right there, that's the difference, my friends. I'm telling you, look, you can be down on Social Security all you want and say Social Security is a Ponzi scheme, it's never supposed to be this, never supposed to be that. I get that. But this is the facts. These are the facts. Social Security is taxed much more favorably than any other kind of income there is. And don't start saying tax-exempt municipal bonds. Tax-exempt municipal bonds add to your provisional income, which adds to your taxes on Social Security. So stop. Social Security is much, much more tax favorable than anything else that's out there. Not to take advantage of it because of whatever your politics are. I find it to be, pound foolhardy, pound heavy, whatever that is, dollar short, pound heavy, whatever that saying is. Just dumb. Don't do it. Look, if you're 62 years old and you're living on ramen noodles, you're like, but that guy Josh says I should wait till I'm 70. No, by all means, hop on the Social Security bandwagon. I got no problem with that. But if you're 62 years old, you're sitting in an $800,000 home, you're like, I'm eating ramen noodles, I got Social Security, or use my home. Use your home with a reverse mortgage, for heaven's sake. Why? Well, we'll talk about reverse mortgages later. I've talked about them a lot here, and I'll continue to hark on the reverse mortgages. I don't get it. But I especially don't get Social Security. It's there for the taking. It's a wonderful concept. Yes, it's not fully funded. Yes, it stinks. Yes, I get all that. But it's reality as we sit here today. And if you don't plan for it accordingly, you're going to pay more taxes than you want to. And I literally just proved it. Literally in 11 minutes and 53 seconds. I literally just proved it in 3 minutes. That Social Security versus IRA distributions, Social Security in this simple sample saves you 6.5% in taxes on the same amount of money. Thus, Social Security netted you roughly $4,000 more of income, of spending income. And guess what? Your Medigap premiums are $150 a month. So your Social Security just netted you Medigap, and it netted you your Part D by not having to pay those taxes. Not having to pay those taxes means you now can afford Medicare Part D, which is for $35 a month, plus your Medigap premiums as well. Yeah, just because you didn't have to pay tax. Who would you rather be? A guy with $50,000 Social Security or a guy with $50,000 IRA? I'll take the guy with Social Security every time. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks now.